So at the end of this module, you'll be able to understand Python's short learning curve, duck type programming language, Python features, Python for analytics, and Python job trends. So you'll be able to compare job trends of Python with other programming languages. You'll be able to compare job trends with, so why is Python more and more preferable in the companies? Even if you are, so Abhinandan has a question: to be a better data scientist, which coding language among these is better? R, Python, Hadoop. Hadoop is actually a file system based on the Google file system. I would one more comparison has been added, SAS as well. So I would say that you start with the Python, and then you start with Python, and then you start with with statistics with parallel, and then you do machine learning. And in information management, there is Hadoop. So the course, this is a very vast thing. Earlier it used to be analytics, now it's called data science. So both are same things. So I have not learned any other programming language. In fact, I used to work in C++ till 2011. And okay, so I'll take questions. So I want you to keep on typing, and then I'll take all questions at the end of the session. It is is a great language for the beginner programmers, since it is easy to learn and easy to maintain. So it's a very high level language as compared to writing code in Java, C++, R. Why it is a very easy language is something I'll just show you as an example. So this is one example of Python, right? So what happens in Python is that you don't use curly braces. So you use only indentation. So this is the way a class and function is defined. So this you see C class, you see C for class, and then D for def is actually if one space indented. I could have, so in other programming languages you spend a lot of time writing curly braces, and you spend a lot of time writing constructors and destructors. And so Python code is typically 1/3 of Java code. So if you're writing something in Java for big data, Hadoop originally was favored Java. So people who knew Java were able to understand and were able to do everything on Hadoop. But within 6 to 8 months, a lot of things came in Python, and Python became favorable because it is easy for beginners. It is easy for less lines of code. You have to write lesser number of lines of code, and you don't have to write curly braces. So there are lots of easy things. So here, what is happening is that so I'll come to your question, Abhinandan. So I just gave a space, and this D and this D, and this D are actually in the same column. Okay, so that means they are in the same scope of they come under class. So I don't have to write any curly braces, and and writing loops is something that you don't have to do. If you know loops, I'll just tell you what are loops. So for I, C in zip, this. You don't have to do I equal to I. You don't have to do I equal to I plus 1 or C equal to C plus 1 in Python. That's why it's a high level language. Jinsi is unable to hear support. Can you please check it? Could you please request to rejoin the webinar? Guys, can you others can you hear me? Please type a quick Y so that I'm assured. All right, thank you, thank you. I got the responses. Okay, so it's very easy in beginners. Why is it easy? Because in other programming languages you have to do this in for loops. I equal to I plus 1. Here it is everything inbuilt. Uh, you don't have to iterate through the loops. These are called iteration variables. Okay, so I myself spent a lot of time doing initially when Hadoop came. I spent a lot of time doing Java. Then I switched to Python, and I had a background of C, C++. Even even then, I found it very easy. I mean, learning any programming language is easy, and this one is the easiest. And my juniors who graduated from college, they all within 2 months of last semester they learned Python, and then they kept on learning analytics, and then they kept on learning Hadoop. So so these are the few things I wanted to notify, and then so it's very readable. And in other programming languages, you have to uh, in the programming languages, what happens is that code looks something like this. This some line, some code, and then some code here, and then this happens. So it is easy to maintain. So this gives a lot of confusion. And code is readable because iterators are built in loops. So I just showed you that. Uh, so here's an example of how easy and readable Python is. Hello world in C++ is like this. On the left hand side, you can see standard in. You have to write lots of things. You have to start with int main. You have to start with std say out, and then you have to provide these two uh, arrows, and then you have to write hello world, and then you have to write slash and also. So in Java, you have to write something like this on the right hand side that is shown on your screen. And public static void main system dot out dot println. I mean, it's so much headache if you try to enter big data using this or data science using these two languages or any other language. So it's I mean cumbersome. So Python is very easy to understand and readable for you as well as for your colleagues and your bosses. So I'll just show you. So this is how it is in Python. And even the analytics modules in Python, the scientific kit, the Hadoop, Python has a module called PyDoop. So that is so much simpler, guys. I mean, I believe me, Java, people who used to write code in Java shifted to Python because they were writing 500 lines of code in Java, and they found that this code can be done in like 250 lines or 200 lines in Python, the same code. So I've already explained you, shown you some example. So it focuses on learning programming concepts and paradigms rather than wasting time in understanding syntax. So not only curly braces, you find it so much easy with loops. You find it so much easy with classes and objects. You find easiness in file handling. You find text processing. Python is great for text processing, and statistics is something that was integrated with it, like when R started booming. So people used to say that R has great statistics than Python, but Python has sponsors like Google, and so it's a complete it's very much sponsored, and with it has 50,000 developers per month who are continuously building the packages and making it more and more easier. So there is a package called in Python called Twython. I mean, people first used to learn some other programming, the Twitter API, and then try to find out the sentiments of people on social media. So everything that used to do separately is now there itself in the package called Twython. So you just have to do import Twython or import Tweepy, and you can start listening to tweets, and then you can start finding the sentiments. So sentiment analysis is a very basic thing, and in Krish says, can you spell it, please? Twython, Twython. I'll just come on it. Twython, PyDoop. So these are the packages. I mean, so that were not there in R. Then there is something called Beautiful Soup that is used for data collection and scraping the websites. Uh, it is very much simpler, and I'll show you some examples of Zomato top 25 trending restaurant within a couple of minutes. So the setup is very easy. You don't need to a, learn a build system, IDE, special text editor, anything else to start using Python. You just have to start with a command prompt or interactive editor. So there are lots of IDEs who help you who automatically correct the indentation. So this is an indentation. These are indentations. That for loop, this part uh, is actually not starting here. So the only thing that you need to take care in Python is this cannot happen. F and P cannot be on the same column. They have to be after one space or two space. Okay, so even this part that I'm correcting manually can be automatically corrected in IDE called PyCharm or Anaconda. So I'll quickly show you what is PyCharm. This is PyCharm, and it gets automatically corrected in the, so you don't get syntax error, and in Python you get very less errors from errors. And I'll show you some programs. Python's biggest strength is that bulk of its library is portable. So it it comes built in Linux and Unix. You don't have to do anything. B, every package, I mean, it is portable across multiple OS, so it's cross-platform. Supports GUI programming and can be used to create applications portable on Mac, Windows, and Unix systems. So GUI programming was always there, and I'll also tell you about BioPython. So there is something called healthcare analytics that started. I mean, that started getting traction in the US a couple of years back, and IBM recently purchased one startup. So in that area, medical imaging and all that. So BioPython. So lots of my startup, the company in which I am working is actually by a PhD, and even those guys prefer Python instead of R and other languages. So the research areas, I mean the research people who are doing PhDs in universities are also using this. So I'll come on Python features. So let's tell the language features. You're flying how? So it's Python. So A, it is interpreted. B, it is dynamic. So one thing I want to tell you is that in other programming languages, you don't have a interpreter. So you have this in R and you have this in Python. And I prefer Python, doing it in Python. I know R a bit, but I prefer doing everything. The same thing that can be done in Python, R can be done in Python. I'll just show you one example. Hold on. So this is Python built-in uh, Python IDE, and so in this IDE, you actually write print hello world, you program everything, and so where VAR equal to 3, VAR you get 3 there, then and there. So essential difference between a compiler in C and other programming languages. What happened? There used to be a compiler which used to compile the code and then run it. So here you actually this part can be interpreted as it is. So you write some lines, it executes, and then it comes out. Then you write more lines, it executes, and it comes out. Why is this important? I'll show you. I'll tell you one example. For example, you are actually doing a Kaggle problem of Titanic, wherein you are trying to predict the survival of Titanic. Then you actually load some data in by writing some commands. Then you clean the data, and then you see some statistics. So you need to complete. So being a data scientist, what you need to do is you need to complete. You can't compile the code and then you can't. I mean, it is you of course you can write Python scripts, like this one is a Python script. Uh, but when it comes to handling data, parsing, cleaning, data munging, and finding the statistics, finding the mean, finding the maximum, minimum, finding some patterns in the data before applying a machine learning algorithm, uh, this part actually helps the most. I mean, you write some call algorithm here, you find the mean of the data, and then you after loading the data. So this is why interpreter is most mostly used. Uh, so I mean, these are the language features: interpreted and dynamic, highly readable, object oriented. So it's not only about scripts, so it's also object oriented. Whatever can be done in Java, Java, C++ can be done here. Uh, it's highly readable, it is interactive and functional. So I think if you have learned about object-oriented programming, even if you haven't covered object-oriented programming, this course takes you through it. I mean, what is it exactly, and the content-wise, I mean, the whatever content is there, we have on our LMS. It's like the everything we have everything about object-oriented programming within one module. So So in duck, it's a duck type programming language. R is not a duck type programming language. What is the ease of the type programming language? In duck typing, a programmer is only concerned with ensuring that objects behave as demanded of them in a given context, rather than ensuring that they are of a specific type. So I'll show you one example. One more thing about. So this is a list. In C++, you used to have arrays. So how many people know about arrays? Guys, if you know about arrays, if you can you please type a quick Y? Few people know, okay. All right. So people who don't know about arrays, it's like a okay, okay, a good number. People who don't know about arrays, I'll just quickly summarize it in one line. It's like data points residing in memory in a contiguous memory location. So for example, 3 is a data point, 4 is a data point, and in C, what is, and in other programming languages, what happens is that you write something like int for so this is a separate thing, and this array int char string or char, you write something like this: str equal to str pointer equal to, in C you write this. What happens is uh, you try to, so in Python, what is the advantage? I'll tell you. You can int, when you declare an array in C or C++, you can only store one data type in a particular defined array. So if you define an integer array, that can store only integers. If you define a character array, that can only store characters. Here you can store anything. My keyboard stopped working, I guess. No. List equal to 3, 2, chin, float value 3.42, and more. I mean, even you can even write complex numbers. So I made this list. So this array is containing every data type. In other programming languages, what happens is that uh, so it's called a list in Python. Whatever is there in arrays, it's called a list. And this is very much useful when you handle the data sets. So data sets can be of any data type in when you try to do big data analysis. Okay, so okay, now comes Python for analytics. Why is Python more? I mean, more and more useful. Abhinandan is not able to hear me. Support, can you please request to rejoin or okay, I am noticing down your questions. So when I finish this PPT, I'll take them one by one. Don't worry about that. So with libraries like PyDoop and SciPy, it's a dream come true for big data analytics. So Hadoop with Python. So even if you don't know Hadoop basics, if you don't know Hadoop, we will teach you in this course. If you take this course, so this is like PyDoop, which packages its package provides a Python API for Hadoop map reduce, and PyDoop has several advantages over Hadoop's built-in solution. One of the biggest advantage of PyDoop is its HDFS API. It allows you to connect with the HDFS installation, read and write files, and get information on files. The MapReduce API of PyDoop allows you to solve many complex problems with minimal programming efforts. So counters and record readers can be implemented in Python using PyDoop. So even if you don't know this Hadoop separately, don't worry about that, because we have lots of live case studies that are built using this. Okay, I want to show you one demo using Python and LTK on Hadoop. Guys, there is one thing called so I'll show you quickly what is big data in what is a big data application in Python in few Python lines. So this is one directory. You see train. What is predictive analytics? I'll quickly demo you. These are the directories I'm placing some data sets inside them. So this is like arts and sciences, this is EAB, this is life sciences, this is medical. So this is for a client called Crimson Interactive, which deals with lot of research papers. So so they had a problem of predicting. They wanted to solve a problem of predicting that if I train these data sets, I mean, I have a fixed data set, historical data sets previously that were there. uh, I train them, and then when I test them, test means whenever a new data set arrives. So whenever a new document arrives, like ls.txt arrives, uh, in which directory it should go. Okay, in which directory it should go. Just like email spam. So email spam has been there for years, like spam filtering. So that's an application of. So you can build your own email spam application using Python and Hadoop. So so that is an application of. So how does it happen? So that happens by naive-based text classification, which is uh, supported in the scientific kit sklearn. So I'll quickly run this and I'll show you a few things. So what I did was, so I trained my program. I trained a model. So this, in the train directory, I placed all these research papers having. So this is having information about PSAE. So I mean, this is a category. PSAE is a category. So it is exactly like email spam folder, but it is more of a classification task, predicting task. So this is a medical research paper. M stands for medical. So uh, I this is the program I was showing you. This is for uh, like 284 lines of code only, whereas in Java it is like 500, 600. Even then you get you get confused. So I okay. So I'm doing something like importing the data set and making the categories and uh, training the model. So what happens is that I'll show you this running in running mode. So here is how you run the code in Python. So I just run this code, and what is happening is it is taking all the text from the train directory. I showed you train directory, right? That is having multiple labels or multiple subdirectories. So it is going to take everything from there, and this is running all the algorithms, and it is showing me some results. These are the results of the algorithms. These are the algorithms which are there in machine learning. So Bernoulli, multinomial naive-Bayes, nearest centroid, SGG classifier, K nearest. So score. So the training time means that it has trained the data set of uh, it has trained the data set, uh, taken the data set from the train directory, and it has taken some time to train it. And so these are the algorithms which took different times, and scores are different. Predictive scores, I mean the accuracy scores are different, and test times are different. So I'll show you what is the output. Output is something like this. You see on my last line 01324. 01324 means the directory 1. Okay, initially train directory got labeled as the train directory. This directory I'm labeling whatever datasets were there. It was labeled as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then it trained the dataset, and then my output came to be 01324. Okay, so a model 01324 is something on the test. On the test, what I did is that I actually replaced the m.txt file, the new file which I wanted to predict whether in which directory this should go. M.txt should have gone in m directory, right? ls.txt is containing, okay, m is containing ls, so this file should have gone in the ls directory, and m.txt should have gone in the other directory. So what it is doing, it is telling me that 01324, the third one is so third and third and second file got replaced. Uh, Third and second file got replaced. I mean, this is the prediction. This is the classification of the file. So it has correctly classified the file after training, taking the data from the train directory. So this is called supervised learning, which will be covered. Rohit has a question. I'll take the question within 10 minutes. So NLTK also is something. One example that I want to show you is this. You classify how is NLTK helping? Is there in doing lot of classification tasks. So this is a I'll quickly show you what is a gender analyzer and how it is built. So gender analyzer is trying to predict what is the gender of the male or a female. I mean what is the gender based on the text. So text is something like if you go on this URL and type anything for like 500 words, 400 words, it will correctly predict whether this is written by male or a female. So for example, hi, Infosys is a stable company, and it is actually so if I write this, then it will be, I mean, if I'm writing more, let's try to see what happens here. So it is showing me it is written by male, and this is a prediction, and this is a classification of the prediction. And if I write something like if I write personal pronouns and possessive pronouns more, then it will classify me as a female. I mean, this is based on K nearest neighbor algorithm and NLTK. So it tries to identify so in cases of male, it tries to identify the deterministic words or facts like company names, people, places, things, people, places, organizations. So in NLTK, you can whatever you write, you can get the output. I mean, in an array of people, places, and organization. That's called NER tagging, named entity recognition. So that is that is supported. So for example, in case of female, if I write in case of female, yeah, Nitin, I'm telling you this that if I'm writing more personal and possessive pronouns like I am, myself, and मैं अपनी favorite हूँ types thing, wherever you write personal pronouns and possessive pronouns more and more, it tries to do naive based text classification, which is built on conditional probability of each personal pronoun and possessive pronoun. So if I try to write this, then let's see whether I come out. So it comes out to be female. And actually, this has been trained on 11,000 blogs, 5,500 written by females and 5,000 by males. So big data is about historical data. What you keep on listening in that big data tries to predict also big data, and so this is historical data. I mean, whatever blogs were there online, we knew that this is written by females and these many are written by males. We took them, we trained them and using naive based text classification algorithm, and then whatever I'm writing, this is called test data set, and these are called the trained data set. And I try to write something so you can test this out anyway. So named entity, so Python NLTK package is something that is providing lots and lots of features about the named entities. So whatever are the named entities are people, places, or organizations. So Infosys is so Python recognizes that this is a company name, or a NLTK NER recognizes that this is a company name, this is a organization name, this is a person name, this is a this one is a personal name, and this is a Delhi is a place. So it's this algorithm gender classifier works that these are works on the basis of these are the words that are deterministic or fact-based words and are written more by males. I mean, this was a pattern found in on this data set as statistics. These was a pattern found on these data sets, and so this part is of males, so it will classify as males, classify or predict as males, and females write comparatively less number of deterministic words and write more number of personal pronouns and possessive pronouns. This was a pattern. I mean, I'm not, even if it is a hypothesis, even if I'm saying a wrong thing, and if some females don't agree this, then it was a pattern found on this data set. So it might give you different results. So you can test out the accuracy of this by actually writing more and more data sets about. So you can paste Mayawati speech, or you can paste. I mean, 500 words, it will give you a better accuracy, and 300 words, 500 words, if you paste the social media status of any girl or a boy, it won't give you that much accuracy. But if you take, I mean, it might give you accuracy, but it is better to take 200 words or 300 words from the blog or a speech or something. Okay, so this part of NLTK on Hadoop is there in Python. Natural NLTK stands for Natural Language Toolkit. So whatever I spoke, I mean, personal pronouns, adjectives, good adjectives, bad adjectives. So sentiment analysis works on the basis of naive-based text classification, which is like finding out the adjectives in people's tweet. So for if you are right, if someone is writing good adjectives or good, so there are good words and there are bad words. So good words correspond to positive sentiment, I mean, and the bad words correspond to negative sentiment. So all this is actually there in NLTK. So Python and data science, the day-to-day tasks of a data scientist involves many interrelated but different activities such as accessing and hold on. I'll just take 1 minute to take out the charger from my back. Please give me 1 minute. Many interrelated but different activities such as accessing and manipulating data, computing statistics and creating visual reports on that data, building predictive and explanatory models, evaluating these models on additional data. So I'm not bragging or saying that Python is great, but I would recommend it to any beginner, because it is useful for day-to-day activities. Has a diverse range of open source libraries for just about everything that a data scientist does in his day-to-day work. Python and most of its libraries are both open source and free. So these are the libraries: NumPy, SciPy, Matplotlib, Pandas, SymPy, IPython. I mean, so it's IPython is a console, which this is a console IPython that is there, and what I'm doing is that, as you can see on my screen, I'm taking a data set, finding out the statistics, applying a machine learning algorithm, and solving a predictive analytics task. So in case of big data, what you'll have is that you'll load the data set firstly on HDFS. I mean, and then if the data set size is large, and in my company I use MongoDB, and for MongoDB also I have a package called PyMongo. In Python we have a package called PyMongo. So everything is doable, and first I load the 20,000 news articles in MongoDB using PyMongo, and then I take out 5,000 to 7,000 articles for initially exploratory analysis, and then I I find out the statistics. Let's suppose these are the count of words for Modi. Then I try to sort them, and then I try to find out the mean, average, everything. So this is this much easier. So this part of is this part is there in a package called NumPy and SciPy. So SciPy is for more and more statistics based functions, and NumPy. So first NumPy came, then SciPy came, and then Pandas came. Okay, so Pandas is the most used thing. Pandas is actually better than R. So the single package Pandas, I have used R and Pandas both, and that's why I'm saying in a comparative way, Pandas is very much easier and better than R. Uh, it supports few more features than R. So Python's popularity. Let's see the big brands using Python. So YouTube is originally written in Python and MySQL. Uh, so this is how the big brands started, and then the MNCs started. And then the outsourcing or the consulting companies started, and so Yahoo acquired 411, whose address and mapping lookup services were implemented in Python. Yahoo Maps using Python. Many components of the Google Spider and search engine are written in Python. Dropbox is completely built using Python. Dropbox server is running in the cloud, and its desktop client software are also written in Python. So then these are the US brands who were the initial users for analytics. Uh, Zope Corporation has developed a Bluebeam server, a web application server using Python. So you can check out this Bluebeam. UltraSeek server, a commercial search engine product, is implemented using a multi-threaded program. And I'll show you some mails from IIIT Hyderabad also. The research projects are now preferable in Python instead of R. So people who might be interested in doing those projects in Python I can forward that mail. So they are looking for people only in Python now. Last year they were looking for R, and they were looking for only for Python. Shopzilla is a family of comparison shopping sites. Shopzilla uses Python for configuration management. Yum, a package management utility for RPM compatible Linux systems, is also written in Python. So if you do this on Google Trends, like trends.google.com, you will see this graph. If you type Python on trends.google.com, you'll see this graph. So this is the interest over time, and you can add a separate another term called R, and then you can compare. And then so if you do it for Python and analytics both, you'll see more better results. But I'll show you more statistics about why is it a hot job trend. So job trends are something like these are the job trends from Indeed.com, and this is so initially Java was preferred. Then PHP was preferred, then Perl, and then suddenly Python, because the packages, as I told, are much more simpler and easier. So companies switching to this, if you like do the, you can yourself scrape the data from Naukri.com. I'll show you one program. I myself scrape the data, and this one is done by the Edureka team. So till January 2015, these are the jobs. So we count the keywords from Naukri.com skills by collecting the data, by scraping the data from those websites, and then these graphs are populated. In fact, this was published also in a report. So this was taken from a report. Now I'll take some questions, and before that, okay, I'll start with the. Guys, can you hear me? Please type a quick Y. Okay. So Rohit has a question. How is it better than Java? And I'll start the question from bottom to up. I mean, the latest question was posted at 2207 PMIST. How is it better than Java and other languages to provide to be more efficient in making security-based algorithms? Uh, so Python is actually having it's ha doing encapsulation and object-oriented features, so I can declare anything private, which is not there in other languages. I mean, it's there in Java, but encapsulation is one thing when I try to encode something. Uh, let's say I'll show. I also want to show you one example for top 25 trending restaurant using of Zomato using Python, and I'll try to explain this question of yours by just doing this. Actually, I'm planning to get married. So this one is the program. So okay, sir, I know little. Okay, I Sonia has a question, sir. I know little bit, but how to make class easily in Python? So Sonia and Rohit, I'll show you this example of. Okay, Raj has a question. What is good PHP or Python for making career? So Raj, definitely Python. I mean, not PHP. PHP is for like is not meant for analytics. PHP is not meant for machine learning. PHP is not meant for Hadoop and lots of things. PHP, whatever can you do, whatever. If you are interested in making websites, then go for PHP. If you are interested in making websites, even then go for Python. But Python, so Python has a package called web.py. Web.py supports completely a web server. I'll show you a web server and a client using Python, and it is very much in the number of lines of a web server. But if you want to write something on your own website, then web.py is a package for you. And I have some demos also. I'll show you. Before that, I'll question Raj's question. I'll answer Rohit's question and uh, Sonia's question, how to make a class easily in Python. So this is a class of Zomato top restaurants. I'm trying to collect the data from this URL. The URL is zomato.com/city name/top restaurant, right? And you see the number of lines of this is that this is I made a class Zomato top restaurant. I made a constructor. I made a thing called scrape. So I am trying to find rest class. So if you people who know HTML, I'll just show you one thing. A class, C black, div class, rating for div class, top restaurant bongs. So you know div, you know anchor. If you know, then uh, it is collecting. It is going on that web page, and it is like, let's say it's going to Mumbai, and then it is finding these locations, ratings, ranks, city, and then it is uh, creating a dump file. So this program is completely for data collection and for cities, and the output is like this. So this is how much simple it is. I mean, to collect the data set. And okay, so so regarding the security part of algorithm, I wanted to answer that you have a thing called encapsulation where you declare something as private method or private data, private attribute. So this is very much secured. Now I take the second question, third question. I want to do by Sonia. I want to do project in Python, whatever you told before some time. Uh, okay, Sonia, I want you to specify this. Okay, Abhinandan, please specify or type the question, uh, the thing exactly you do want to do. Abhinandan, is data science really a great career path or it is just overhyped? So Shiva Kumar has a question. Okay, I'll just read out the questions first and then I'll answer them one by one. Shiva Kumar has a question. Is it useful for me? I am having PHP, 7 years of experience in PHP, 1 year in Perl. If I learn, definitely Shiva, if you learned Perl, if you've learned 1 year in Perl, Python is a quick, Python is, it will take you like approximately 10 to 15 days. And if you are a beginner, it will take you 1 month. I mean, you have a 7 year of experience. It will take you 7 years of experience is like you hardly need to spend say 10 to 15 days. Or if you do this course Python for analytics, and then you can learn related things of machine learning and learn all the packages for analytics and big data. So Abhinandan has a question: is data science really had a great career path, or is it just overhyped? Actually, Abhinandan, I just want to tell you that the number of devices, IoT devices, are going to increase till 2020. Right now, whatever you think of big data, the first thing that comes to everyone's mind is something social media, some videos, some uh, random things. But big data is really a great career path because you in the US, people who were doing software development have switched to entirely to big data analytics. Why? Because people want to make sense of the large data set, and if they don't do that, then I mean the earlier thing was qualitative marketing research. So in qualitative marketing research, what used to happen, people used to ask questions whether this would work or not. If we're trying to launch a product, if we try to launch a service, this would work or not. Now if you see the use cases, I mean the use cases would take me like 2 more hours to go on to tell you the use cases. But the use cases, it's not overhyped. So predictive policing, and so the number of startups acquired by IBM in the last 2 years. So IBM has completely changed its software development and other things into analytics. So companies like HCL are still struggling, finding more and more top executives to completely change the way of their business into from software development to analytics. So it is not a overhyped career. It's not overhyped. So is Vertica a good platform as compared to Hadoop? I'll answer this question, Sahil. Nikhila has a question. I am learning Java as a student. Can I learn Python simultaneously, or I have to fully know about Java? Nikhila, it's very much easy to do Python than to do Java. Don't even dare to go to Java. I mean, you'll waste your time, you'll waste your efforts, and in Java, I mean, you will completely do this org dot this package name dot this dot this dot this. I've shown you the job trends. I if I were you, then I would have if I would have watched this PPT and the statistics of the trends, job trends, and easiness, I would have switched to. I mean, I would have never done Java. So I myself have done Java in my college time. I am a 2008 graduate, and believe me, this is very much easy. So Sonia Malik has a question: differentiation integration I should do by using in which SciPy or NumPy? So it's done by using SciPy. Sonia, it is done by using SciPy. So you can solve linear equations. You can solve any sort of equations using SciPy. And now I'll take more questions from. Rohit has a question: is it necessary to have knowledge of Hadoop to have a successful career in Python? No, it's not necessary to know Hadoop. In fact, whatever this course covers, it is sufficient for you to either take Python or take Hadoop. I mean, if you feel satisfied, if it depends on your interest. So this is a very much comprehensive thing on Python, definitely, but it also includes analytics packages, Hadoop packages, and things like that. Shruti has a question: how Python is useful for an employee working in service-based companies? Jaswant, I'll answer your question. I'll answer more and more questions. Just give me more time. Please be patient. And if you want to type more questions, I can go on. I mean, answering them. Just be patient. I'll come on them one by one. Shruti has a question: how Python is useful for an employee working in service-based companies? Uh, Service-based companies, actually, desktop applications are already there. So whatever desktop applications can be done using C, C++ can be done in Python. Whatever things. So I don't know what type of service-based companies are you actually having. So if you are actually doing web development, then also Python is working. I mean, then also Python is there, is very much easy and useful. If you are doing software development, if you are doing machine learning, if you're doing anything, so it has everything. What kind of programs can we make in with Python? Just on this question. So I'll show you one example of. Okay, I want to show you. Okay, so what kind of programs can we make with Python is something like whatever desktop applications you use to build, the GUI part, the in any other language, that is already there. Python is a very old language, but the support has continuously increased, and the easiness is I mean, it's very easy. Believe me, I've done C, C++. If you look at my resume, I've worked with Aricent, I worked with M3, Mindtree, and and then when I saw myself that the PhDs who need to continuously check the outputs, those guys were switching from programming from C, C++, Java, R to Python. I mean, it was very much easy for me, and my college graduates, my college friends who just graduated, the juniors, they have also switched to Python. What kind of programs? So you can write a web application, you can write a desktop application, you can write whatever you can do in other languages, you can do that. Plus, analytics wise, it is great. Hadoop wise, it is great. Kostub has left, but he had a question: how do we determine the size of array? Okay. Abhinandan said that the fact that data science is the concept of 21st century, is it true or is it overhyped? Actually, what started happening is the number of algorithms are continuously increasing. The research size, if you look at the number of PhDs that are happening, that is, I mean, that has tremendously increased. Why? Because the kind of data sets that are there, uh, data sets were there, but companies started realizing that they need to find some solution to analyze it. The data sets, so people who were working on SQL Server, Oracle, uh, people people who were working in SQL Server, Oracle, are were also want to apply predictive analytics on this small data set. So we cover in our course something called we cover in a course called something called SQLite. Why? Because with small data sets, it is very much easy to do machine learning with SQLite. Uh, so okay. Okay. Abhinandan has one more question. Please tell me what is the difference between data analytics and business analytics? Actually, it started with business analytics. I mean, people, ISB in Hyderabad, and all these. If you look at those programs, it is more of understanding the business side of it. What happened is that data kept on growing, and data scientists and data analytics relate actually were derived from business analytics itself. So it's not that. So if you look at this first application, this is helping our clients in business analytics. This Modi example. I mean, people want to analyze news. Financial hedge fund managers who want to analyze news. So you can even find out. You can even predict whether how many resumes a company will receive. So that is called HR analytics. So business analytics started diversifying. I mean, uh, lots of branches. So in HR, operations, management, everything requires a knowledge of statistics, programming language, and machine learning. So SAS business analytics is there, but actually uh, it's not about completely. So business analytics helps you in taking helps a company takes decisions, and data scientist not only helps taking decisions but also helps predicting decisions, also helps in I mean there are lots of things in data analytics. So sir, both definite and undefinite integration can I do? Yes, Sonia. I have knowledge. Rohit has a question. I have knowledge of Java, C, C++, and some HTML. How long could it take me to understand imply Python to make project? Believe me, Rohit, it is only 1 month or 2 month thing, and then you can do anything with Python. Also, tell me, Abhinandan has a question. Also, tell me the difference between. Okay, I've taken this question. Yes, just one server-side programming as well. So, just one, if you want to see one example of client server and or website written in Python, I'll quickly show you. Guys, are you there with me? I can take on more and more questions even. Okay. You can keep, I am out of questions right now. If you want, you can keep on writing more and more questions. I'll quickly. Yes, Krish has a question. Can you finish Python and get a job in Python? It's the moment you finish Python from this without any supporting languages, yeah. So if you look at the number of jobs, uh, you can. I'll show you some mails of Triple IT Hyderabad, because those guys are the guys who are the best in natural language processing, and believe me, they are paying for internships in Python, and that to remote internships. People who has free time. You just have to get the right resources. Okay, uh, easy way I want to know for integration, because I didn't get easy way for both. Sonia, can you write an email to me on achintyagi@yahoo.com for this question? I'll tell you this part in detail. Krish, we have lots and lots of references for placements, provided you do a certification on a project. I mean, Edureka certificate is really valuable, and people who have done certifications in Python, the project is sentiment analysis of tweets. It is the most demanded one in every company, and using Python. Okay, I'll show you, Jaswant, I'll show you your part. So I have a web client that I wrote. It's there, the camera copy. This is the part of that I want to show. Okay, I'll show you. So this is this package, web.py, Flask, Django. So I am actually taking, right. So this is, I can integrate HTML inside Python. I can integrate C, C++, any programming language inside Python. Just like I integrate JavaScript inside Python. So I'll show you code of HTML here. I'll show you, this is HTML, right? H3, top 5 diseases by something. How Python web server work? I mean, if you're making a website on using Python, it would look like, so there is a class tutorial or and content equal to HTML. This is how I'm integrating HTML code inside a Python class. Okay, and I'm returning this variable, content variable, which is having the HTML page, and everything else remains the same. And I'm handling, so this is the server and client on in the same program, in the same Python program file. So we have, I'll quickly show you the course module. Abhinandan, if you do some course from online courses, then go for your startup, it would be great. Instead of going for a master's degree, if you really want to be an entrepreneur, MS in data science will not matter at all, because it's all based on the courses you do. I mean, it would be very, very, very stupid to do a master's in data science. Why? Because it is a very continuous field, evolving field. Even if you do it, then you will have to keep on upgrading. The people who are pursuing masters are continuously updating themselves on Edureka, Coursera. The advantage of Edureka is that you can ask questions. You can ask, if you are having some coding doubt, you can post this question, and the support team has the Python coders resolve it. You don't even have to worry about Stack Overflow or anything. You can ask anything, you can learn anything, and then the team can help you. Uh, do you have course prospect? What has been taught in this course? I mean, portions covered. Sonia, okay. Do you have a course prospect? Okay, Krish, I'll show you the course content, course module. So, Krish, the support is available for lifetime. Python support is available for lifetime. You can ask anything. If you're doing any course from Edureka, the support is available for you lifetime. Sir, I want to pursue MS degree. Which fields are most promising in computer science? If you really want to pursue MS degree, then go for machine vision or IoT analytics. I mean, IoT analytics is still, I mean, it is going to grow like until 2020, you will be like some CEO. If you pursue some degree related to the fields of IoT analytics, if you pursue something in the area of machine vision, embedded vision, machine vision, computer vision, these are the areas where, so it's something machine learning plus images plus videos plus computer vision. These are the areas where lots of research is going to arrive. I mean, these are the unexplored areas. The big data that we talk about is, we haven't even seen the kind of data sets. I mean, the most difficult part of if you want is to identify something in video. That is the most unstructured part. For example, counting the number of times uh, counting the number of times in a CCTV footage what is happening. I mean, this part, then analyzing YouTube videos, then analyzing any sort of videos and images, and so that is something even Google can't find whatever you are searching for in an image. I understand Python is for text analytics. How is it for Python has a package called so it how about analyzing images? So Python has a package called Simple Vision, which is based on computer vision, and it is much more simpler than C++ computer vision. It is much more simpler than OpenCV. OpenCV is for open computer. It's called Open Computer Vision, and we have the same thing in Simple CV. Then analyzing image, we have scientific scikit image package, and you can analyze biometric facial detection. Can it analyze that? Yeah, you can. So in our course, we cover facial recognition in using Python. Like face recognition is a very common problem for the researchers, the US researchers who do our course. I mean, people who are new and who are still confused in the US for doing a master's and or something of that sort. Rohit, it's called IoT, Internet of Things, Internet of Thing analytics. So these are the modules. The first module is something about the Python installation. It's like do it yourself. It starts with getting started with Python. Then sequences and file operations are related to arrays and file handling. Then functions, sorting, errors and exception handling, regular expressions and packages. So what is a regular expression? Regular expression is a easy thing to do pattern matching in big data. We cover this because it is there in other programming languages also. So people who regular expression is very much useful to parse in natural language processing to parse any data set. So finding out it is a must. I mean, regular expressions is a must. It is if you do a regular expressions, then most of the big data part deals in. I mean, it is also a must because in web development also. Then RE is also existing in other languages. Regular expressions is also there in other languages. I mean, object-oriented programming in Python is one module wherein we cover everything related to classes, objects, and stuff. Debugging databases and project skeletons. How to create your project skeletons. If you want to create a project skeleton, how to do that. How to do debugging. How to do databases. So there's the smallest one is so it has support. Python supports SQL Server, MySQL, Oracle, everything. Also supports SQLite. SQLite is the smallest one, and it is very much, and it is most. So why we cover SQLite? Because SQLite is built in Android and iOS also. So why the advantage of doing something so there's a package called Kivy, Kivy, and what happens? So you can build your applications, Android and iOS applications also using Python, using Kivy, and SQLite is already there in Android and iOS. So that's why we cover this in module 5. Machine learning using Python is what we cover related I mean, I just showed you some examples of email spam. How so machine learning, we cover Google News Analytics. I mean, how does Google News work? How to identify stock prices, predict stock prices. Then and then machine learning using Python 2, we cover facial recognition also using Python. Then we do I mean, the numerical data set also we cover. So, and then we have scikit and introduction to Hadoop. People who don't know Hadoop, this module is very simple and easy to do. Hadoop and Python is covered in module 9. Then we have module 10, web scraping in Python and project work. So if you want to collect data set from website, how to collect that? I've already shown you one example of Zomato top restaurant. I'm collecting something from the website and I'm storing it in Hadoop, and then I'm HDFS, and then I'm analyzing it, and then I'm predicting something. And then there is this certification project, Mastering Python. which the moment you do and show it to any company, we have our own set of companies who keep on posting their requirements, and that is how the course content keeps on developing. The more number of requirements come, we keep on changing the content based on requirements, so that you are easily able to get. I mean, you get referred. Okay, so companies also hire from Edureka, but we don't guarantee it because I mean, if you, but a personal on a personal level also, I can send you some mails who from Triple IT Hyderabad, who if you do some Python course, and so people are giving internships in Python. I would be teaching Krish. I would be teaching the next course. No, Jaswant. I don't. I'm not related to any Rahul Tyagi. I don't know. Rahul Tyagi, the hacker, is he from? Uh, I don't know. Okay. No, 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 Jaswant, I'm not related to that. Okay, Rohit has a question. How much would a Python certification cost me? I think the course details, the cost details is something that this the team would help you out with providing some discounts also if you register something. Krish, you want a snapshot of this page? Which link? I mean, the recording is will be accessible to you if you want to get the recording. Uh, I didn't get the which page you're talking about. Okay, the syllabus page, right? I'll give it to you. Just don't worry. I'll give it to you. So there is this thing called pre-recorded classes. So even these are available for you to actually record to access, and that is like self-paced learning. This part of course content, how do I give it to you? I don't know. In fact, what I'll do is that I'll actually make some snapshots of it because and attach it here. Oh, you discovered the snapshot. Okay. So I'll show you two parts. Just do 1 to 5 one snapshot, 1 to 6, and then I'll move on to the 7 to 8. I don't know how are you taking snapshot, but I'll help you out. So I'm currently doing a certificate program in Canada. We don't have Python in the system. I'm planning to learn from Edureka. Great. So there are lots of things I want to tell you in Python, and you can anyways there is a lifetime support. So even if you get stuck somewhere, if it is not completed in 1 month, I mean, if you're not able to do it within 1 month, you can take it. You can ask anything. This is 1 to 5 and 1 to 6, and this is 6 to 10. Yeah, Krish, it is of 1 month. I don't know when the next batch is going to start, but since you registered for this, you will get the pricing details and discount details. And yes, Sonia, it is my email ID. You can write to me anytime. You immediately get something about regarding the batch details and regarding the costing. So the recorded session would be available to you. Just one. Support, could you help? Just one. I'm unmuting you. Support. I'll just hold on. Please let just one know how to access recording and how to access and to. So, Krish has a question. Would you use Python for data analysis or R? I use Python. Initially, I used R, but I switched to Python because I found lots of easiness and it saved a lot of time. I mean, in R, it is very much tough to do information management also and statistics also. It is R is was considered to be a statistics language, but when I saw everything that came in Python, pandas and SciPy, then I mean, then was no, I never used R. I stopped doing R. I got some questions. Jaswant, I think you'll get the access recording to this session within a couple of hours on your email ID. Have you guys shared your email ID? Okay, so thanks, Rohit. Krish, I use approximately 7 to 10 packages per program. That's it. I mean, they're not that much. So, Rohit, my email ID is achintyagi@yahoo.com. achintyagi@yahoo.com. But I take this support questions from here. If, I mean, for students of Edureka, professionals, ID professionals from the US, I take the questions from support. But I will try to answer. I'll try to answer at least one of your questions on my email. Like Sonia asked one question, asked my email ID. So at least one question I'll ask, I'll answer. ACHIN. I'll just write it here. Can you see my screen? No worries. Uh, always there. So just one. Python helps in building Trojans. Uh, yeah, I haven't heard about Python building Trojans. So other than this course, book is something like. So I got two questions from. One is question that is coming from Habibat KP. Statistical modeling toolkit is pandas and scipy. So I'll if we also cover the same thing related to be uh, yeah. Habibat, your question is, sir, can we use statistical language modeling toolkit with Python? Yeah, we can use. So there is one more thing I want to tell you, that even if you have learnt R or C++ or HTML, everything can be integrated inside Python code. And statistical language modeling toolkit with Python, I've already told you there's some SciPy and pandas. So some good names of books for studying Python are Python for Informatics, which is freely available. Then there's this thing called Cookbook 3 for NLTK. And if you can, I mean, it has all the recipes for using natural language processing with Python. Then there is a thing called thing for simple CV. I'll share it with you guys. Don't worry. So the only book that I would want you to use is Python for Informatics. All right, people. Thank you for your time. Thank you, guys. I need to sign off. Should I sign off, or the rest of the questions you can just email me and I'll at least answer one time, and then I'll see you. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. Have a good time. See you soon. You'll get access to the recordings. You'll get emails. You'll get everything. Bye bye.